If a young art student wants to make money, I would urge him or her not to enter the profession. But if a young person wants to find much beauty and joy in life at the sacrifice of much else, then I would say yes. Paul Hadley, quoted in Star magazine, April 29, 1951. Modest, soft-spoken, dignified, witty, these descriptions of Paul Hadley reflected the community and state in which he was raised. Born in Indianapolis on August 6, 1880, Paul was one of 4 sons of Dr. Evan Hadley, M.D., and Ella Quinn Hadley. His brothers were Evan, who was developmentally disabled, with whom Paul lived for many years, Chalmers, a Cincinnati librarian, and Dr. Harvey Hadley, a Richmond, Indiana physician. In 1845, Paul's father, Evan Hadley, was born on a farm along Bethel Road, just a few miles southwest of Mooresville. Evan attended Earlham College and graduated from the Medical College of Indiana in 1869. He practiced medicine with Dr. Thomas B. Harvey, a distant relative. Evan lectured at Indiana Medical College and City Hospital, working 16 to 18 hours per day. He was compelled to leave his lucrative practice due to heart problems, and he moved his family back to Mooresville. Evan died in 1903. Paul Hadley grew up in Indianapolis, but spent considerable time in the summers visiting his country cousins in and around Mooresville. He acquired from his father a love of nature, and these visits to his father's childhood homestead increased Paul's appreciation for and desire to capture artistically the beautiful scenery surrounding him. In 1897, Paul Hadley switched from Indianapolis, later called Shortridge High School, to Manual High School to study art under Otto Stark, one of the famous Hoosier group of Impressionists. Stark inspired Paul to pursue art as a career. A student's art instincts should be addressed throughout the educational process. I encourage students, through working with various mediums, to express themselves and to develop individual skills in adaptation and invention. Otto Stark. In the fall of 1900, Paul studied at the Pennsylvania Museum and Industrial Arts School. He first specialized in stained glass and interior designs, working for Philadelphia and Chicago firms. Paul helped design the Kennebunkport, Maine residence of Hoosier writer Booth Tarkington, and designed his parents' house on West South Street in 1902. The house was moved around 1926 to its present location at 320 Lockerbie Street. Paul Hadley left Philadelphia in 1902 due to his father's failing health and returned to Mooresville. But for the 1903-04 school year, he enrolled in the Philadelphia Academy of Fine Arts, which was the oldest continuing art museum and school in the nation at the time. Its graduates included famous artists William Merritt Chase, Thomas Akins, Mary Cassatt, and Maxfield Parrish. While studying at the Academy, Paul Hadley designed stained glass windows for churches to earn money for tuition. Art periodicals of the period called Paul's stained glass work among the world's most beautiful. Paul Hadley returned to Mooresville in 1912 and opened an independent studio in downtown Indianapolis. Indianapolis Star art critic Lucille E. Morehouse praised his wall paintings and murals commissioned by several clients, most notably Dr. Albert M. Cole in 1921.